end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
A second down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here that's complete. And oh, he spins past him and into space. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and
he rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Prescott now on second down. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Aguayo on for the PAT.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Defense. Still first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
False start, offense.
Play fake here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 56. 319. 319. Detroit.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 14-7 is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their big-bodied receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the 2nd quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position. That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Prescott to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Eagles take possession. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. Yeah, he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Prescott on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Now Prescott. That escapes the sack. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 8. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And taken at the 46. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the book.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To the air again, Prescott. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and just 1. Prescott yet again. Find nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast, or, geez, don't you at least want your guys to get a drink of water? Probably pretty thirsty. Whatever, your wish, our command. 3rd quarter now. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety because truly he's a hybrid type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there, taking on the big fella.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third and long for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's fourth down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Let's go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their big-bodied receiver, 26 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his man on the out route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's got Evans. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Let's go. 1-9. 1-9.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Over the middle to Evans. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 38.
To the air again, Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 13 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well run route. Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. And the play clock's running down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
So now 1st and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Prescott. Evans has it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through as he's getting. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
So that drive, 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So out come the Bucs now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And quickly they get to the line. A second down throw for Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Third down now following the completed pass. Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's got Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.